Picture this. There's a dull, cloudy patch on your kitchen counter, right where you wiped up a spill last week, and the shine is gone for good. You did that with vinegar, and if there's a bottle of it under your sink, you're about to do it again somewhere else in the house tonight. Today we're counting down 25 vinegar mistakes you're still making, and the one at number 1 is dangerous enough to land you in the hospital. Stay for it. Let's get into it. Number 25. Mixing vinegar and baking soda together for a stronger cleaner. It fizzes, it foams, it looks powerful, and by the time it stops bubbling, you've made something close to useless. Here's what nobody tells you. An acid and a base cancel each other out. The vinegar and the baking soda react, neutralize, and leave you with a weak, salty water. A nonna used them for completely different jobs. Vinegar for lime scale, baking soda for scrubbing grease, never mixed into one bottle. The proof is in your own hand. Pour the two together, and once the fizzing dies down, test it on grease, and it barely lifts a thing, because what's left is mostly water and a little sodium acetate. If you want the scrubbing power of baking soda, use it on its own with a little water to make a paste. If you want the acid bite of vinegar, use it on its own on lime scale or glass. The only time the fizz helps is loosening gunk in a drain for a moment, and even then it's the boiling water after that does the work. Together, in a jar, they're theater, not cleaning. And the next mistake is one almost everyone believes. Number 24, trusting vinegar to disinfect like bleach. This is the big one because people wipe down a cutting board that touched raw chicken with vinegar and think they've made it safe. They haven't. Vinegar has a mild effect on some bacteria, but it is not a registered disinfectant, and it does not reliably kill the germs that make you sick. A real disinfectant has to be left wet on a surface for a set contact time and is tested to kill the dangerous bugs. Vinegar is neither tested nor registered for that, and a quick wipe evaporates long before it could do anything anyway. A nonna used it to cut grease and lift lime scale, which it's genuinely good at, but for real sanitizing after raw chicken, she used hot soapy water and, when it mattered, a proper disinfectant left to sit its full time. Don't hand a job to vinegar that vinegar was never able to do. If your own nonna kept a bottle of vinegar for everything, subscribe. We're bringing back the tricks she got right and the ones she got wrong. And the next mistake is quietly killing your electronics. Number 23, cleaning your phone, tablet, or television screen with it. Your screens have a thin, invisible coating on them, the layer that repels fingerprints and smudges and keeps everything looking crisp. Vinegar is acidic enough to eat straight through it. Do it a few times, and you're left with a screen that smears, glares, and shows every fingerprint forever. That coating is called an oleophobic layer, and it's only microns thick. Once acid has eaten through it, there's no putting it back. You'd have to replace the glass. A nonna never had screens, but the rule she'd give you is the same one she used on anything delicate. The gentlest thing that works. For a screen, that's a barely damp microfiber cloth wiped in one direction and nothing else. No vinegar, no window spray, no alcohol. Save the vinegar for the sink. And the next mistake ruins something under your feet. Number 22, mopping hardwood or waxed floors with it. People hear natural floor cleaner and pour vinegar straight into the bucket. But the finish on a wood floor, the polyurethane or the wax that gives it that glow, is slowly dissolved by acid. Over months, you get a floor that looks dull, streaky, and tired, and no amount of mopping brings the shine back. A nonna cleaned wood with a mop wrung out almost dry, and a single drop of the mildest soap, never acid, and never a soaking wet floor, because standing water swells the boards too. The wood underneath is fine. It's the finish on top you can't replace without sanding and refinishing the whole floor. Gentle, barely damp, never sour. And the next one happens at the stove. Number 21, wiping up a raw egg spill with vinegar. This feels clever and it makes everything worse. Vinegar is an acid, and acid does to egg exactly what heat does. It cooks it. Splash vinegar on a raw egg, and the proteins seize up, turn rubbery, and grip the floor or the counter even harder than before. A nonna cleared a broken egg by covering it with a good pinch of salt for a minute to firm it up gently, then lifting the whole lot with a cloth or simply with cold water before it could set. Cold water and salt, never acid and never hot water, which cooks it just the same. Keep the vinegar away and the mess wipes up in seconds instead of welding itself down. And the next mistake attacks a pan you've spent years building. Number 20, using it to clean your cast iron. If you've watched this channel, you already know a cast iron pan lives and dies by its seasoning, that hard black layer of polymerized oil. Vinegar is acid, and acid dissolves that layer. A quick rinse might not hurt, but scrubbing or soaking cast iron in vinegar strips it right back to raw gray metal, and suddenly everything sticks again. The giveaway is the water turning brown and the surface going patchy and gray. That's your seasoning coming off in the acid. A nonna cleaned her iron with coarse salt and hot water and a wooden spoon for stuck bits, never anything sour, then dried it on the flame and wiped a drop of oil in. The one time vinegar belongs near cast iron is a 50-50 soak to strip a pan that's already a rusted ruin, and you're starting over from bare metal. Never, ever on a good seasoned pan. And the next one dulls the sharpest thing in your kitchen. Number 19, soaking your good knives in it. A real kitchen knife, especially an older carbon steel blade, is not stainless, and acid pits and corrodes it. Leave a knife sitting in vinegar or in a sink of vinegar water, and you'll pull out a blade that's spotted, dull, and rougher along the edge. Even the acidity of a tomato or a lemon left on a carbon blade will stain it gray within the hour, so a jar of vinegar is far worse. A nonna wiped her knife clean and bone dry the moment she finished with it, and never let it sit in a wet sink, least of all one with acid in it. A single soak can undo an edge you kept keen for years. Dry it, don't drown it. And the next mistake ruins an appliance most people never think about. Number 18, running it through your steam iron. The internet loves telling you to descale your iron with vinegar, and plenty of iron manufacturers specifically warn against it because the acid can eat the internal seals and the coating on the sole plate's steam channels. You clear a little lime scale and trade it for an iron that leaks, spits, and stains your clothes with every press. A nonna would have used plain distilled water and nothing else, and simply never let hard water scale build up in the first place by emptying the iron after every use. Check the manual of anything with a heating element before you pour acid into it. The descalere they sell for it is cheaper than the repair. This is the kind of small, expensive lesson nobody teaches you until it's too late. So subscribe, and let's relearn the old ways together. And the next mistake starts before you've even used the vinegar. Number 17, storing it in a metal container. Vinegar is reactive, and left in contact with most metals, it slowly corrodes them. And the metal, in turn, taints the vinegar with an off, tinny taste. Decant vinegar into an old metal tin or leave it sitting in a metal jug and you've ruined both. The same goes for mixing it up in a metal bowl or straining it through a metal sieve. Use glass, ceramic, or plastic every time. A nonna kept her vinegar exactly where it came from, in glass with a plastic or cork stopper, never a metal lid sitting on the fumes. Glass doesn't react with anything, which is why it's been the right home for acid for centuries. Glass or the original bottle never bear metal. And the next one is the mistake on the thumbnail, the one that brought you here. Number 16, using it on natural stone. This is the big one, and if you clicked this video because of that dull patch on the counter, here it is. Marble, granite, travertine, limestone. Most natural stone is made largely of calcium carbonate, and vinegar is an acid that literally dissolves it. One wipe of vinegar on a polished stone counter etches the surface. It eats the shine and leaves a cloudy, rough, lighter mark that no cleaning will ever buff out because the stone itself is gone. It's not a stain sitting on top, it's damage carved in. You can even hear it react if you get close, a faint fizzing as the acid eats the calcium. A nonna cleaned stone with nothing but warm water, a soft cloth, and at most a drop of soap made for stone. If you have marble or granite anywhere, kitchen counters, a bathroom vanity, a windowsill, an old mortar and pestle, keep every drop of vinegar and every natural cleaner that lists vinegar or lemon far away from it. This is the one that costs people thousands, one innocent wipe at a time. And the next mistake eats away at the lines between your tiles. Number 15, scrubbing unsealed grout with it. The grout between your tiles is mostly cement, and cement is exactly the kind of mineral an acid dissolves. Attack dirty grout with vinegar, and it may look brighter for a day, but you're slowly eating the grout away, opening it up, and letting water get behind your tiles where it does real damage. You'll even see a faint gritty residue when you rinse. That's the grout you just dissolved. A nonna scrubbed grout with a paste of baking soda and a stiff brush, abrasive, not acidic, and resealed it once a year to keep water out. Lift the dirt off the grout. Don't dissolve the grout itself. And the next one attacks your pots. Number 14, cleaning aluminum pots and pans with it. Bare aluminum and acid do not get along. Leave vinegar on an aluminum pan and it pits, darkens, and takes on a dull, blotchy gray that never fully polishes out. You'll see it go dull and chalky within an hour of contact. A nonna knew her aluminum pans wanted gentle treatment. Warm water, mild soap, a soft cloth, and straight back onto the rack to dry. The shine on aluminum is a thin, natural oxide layer that actually protects the metal, and acid strips it, exposing raw metal that pits. If you're not certain what a pan is made of, don't gamble it on vinegar. And the next 3 mistakes are hiding inside your appliances. Number 13, pouring it into your dishwasher again and again to clean it. A rinse of vinegar now and then is one thing, but running it through undiluted on a regular cycle slowly attacks the rubber seals, gaskets, and hoses inside the machine. The acid dries them out and cracks them, and a leaking dishwasher costs far more than the lime scale you were fighting. A nonna would have used the cleaner made for the machine, not a jar of acid. And speaking of the old ways written down, everything I keep coming back to. What cleans what ruins what, the pantry, the pans, the rules she never wrote on paper. I collected into Nonna's Handbook, all 113 of them numbered, so you can check one with wet hands. The link is in the description below. Now number 12, and it's the same quiet damage in a different machine. Number 12. Running it through your washing machine to freshen it. Same story as the dishwasher, and just as costly. Regular undiluted vinegar cycles work on the rubber door seal, and the internal hoses drying and cracking the rubber until the machine leaks. The rubber seal on a front loader is the most expensive part to replace, and it's exactly what the acid dries out first. A nonna freshened her wash with half a cup of baking soda in the drum, not a jug of acid, and left the door open between washes so it never went musty. An occasional well-diluted rinse is survivable. A weekly acid bath is how a good machine dies young, and the next one is on the appliance you open 20 times a day. Number 11, wiping the rubber gasket on your fridge door with it. That flexible rubber seal around the door is what keeps the cold in and your electricity bill down, and it's rubber, which vinegar dries out and cracks over time. A cracked seal means the fridge runs constantly, works harder, and wears out sooner. Test yours with a slip of paper. Close the door on it, and if it pulls out easily, your seal is already failing. A nonna wiped that seal once a month with warm, soapy water and dried it, keeping the rubber soft and sealing tight for decades. Warm water keeps rubber alive. Acid ages it. And the next mistake is in your morning cup. Number 10, descaling your coffee maker with vinegar and not rinsing it out. Even where vinegar can descal, people run one vinegar cycle and start brewing. And every coffee for the next week tastes faintly sour because vinegar clings to every tube and seal inside. Worse, some machines specifically warn against it because it damages internal parts. A nonna would tell you if you must, run at least 3 full cycles of clean, fresh water afterward until you can't smell it. But the descaler made for the machine is safer, and her old stovetop mocha pot never needed descaling at all. You just never scrubbed the inside. Rinse it like your morning depends on it because it does, and the next mistake dulls your furniture. Number 9, polishing waxed or oiled wood furniture with it. That warm glow on an old wooden table is a layer of wax or oil built up over years, and acid strips it, leaving the wood dry, pale, and thirsty. A nonna fed her wood twice a year with a little oil or a proper beeswax polish, buffed along the grain, never stripped it with vinegar. Once that patina is gone, you can't wipe it back. You have to strip and re-wax the whole piece and wait for the years to build it up again. Feed old wood, don't strip it. And the next one wanders out into the garden. Number 8, pouring it on weeds to kill them. Household vinegar burns the green tops of a weed so it looks dead by evening. But the root lives, and in a week the weed is back, while the acid you poured has also harmed the soil and any good plant nearby. Worse, splash it near your tomatoes or your basil, and it burns them just as fast as the weed. A nonna pulled weeds by the root, or smothered them under cardboard and mulch until they gave up. She didn't pour acid on the very soil she needed for next year's garden. Killing the leaf isn't killing the weed, and the next mistake dissolves something precious. Number 7, cleaning pearls or opals with it. Pearls are made of the same calcium carbonate as that stone counter, and opals hold water in their structure. Acid dissolves the first and ruins the second. Drop a strand of pearls in vinegar to clean it, and you will literally watch it degrade. The same warning covers coral, mother of pearl, and anything with a natural shell. All of it dissolves. A nonna wiped her good pearls with a soft cloth barely damp with plain water, laid them flat to dry, and put them away in a cloth, nothing more. Some things are cleaned with almost nothing or ruined with one wrong drop, and the next mistake is about getting the strength wrong. Number 6, using it neat when it should be diluted, or diluted when it needs strength. People treat vinegar as one thing, but concentration is everything. Full strength on a delicate surface does damage. A weak splash on heavy lime scale does nothing, so you scrub and blame the vinegar. A nonna knew the job set the mix. Near full strength for stubborn lime scale on glass and ceramic tile that can take it. About half water, half vinegar for everyday grease. A splash in a basin of water for a light wipe, and none at all on the surfaces we've already covered. Match the strength to the job, not the other way round, and always test a hidden corner first. And the next mistake is about timing. Number 5, cleaning your windows with it in direct sunlight. Vinegar and water can clean glass beautifully, and if you do it with the sun beating on the pane, the solution dries before you can wipe it, baking streaks into the glass that look worse than the dirt you started with. A nonna washed her windows early in the morning, or on a gray, overcast day, worked one pane at a time, and buffed each dry with a crumpled sheet of newspaper before the solution could set. Even a perfect mix streaks if the sun flashes it dry. Clean glass is about when as much as what. And the next mistake dries out a tool you use every day. Number 4, scrubbing your wooden cutting board with it. A wooden board is kept alive by the oil worked into it. That's what stops it cracking and warping. Regular vinegar strips that oil and dries the wood, and a dried board splits. Then it's firewood. A nonna scraped her board clean, washed it quickly in warm water, stood it on its edge to dry so it wouldn't warp, and rubbed a little food-safe oil back in once a month. Never soaked it, never soured it, never left it flat in a puddle. Oil the wood, don't strip it. And the next mistake is the one people are sure works. Number 3, expecting it to dissolve a grease clog in your drain. Tip vinegar down a greasy, blocked drain and nothing happens, because vinegar does not dissolve grease. And if you chase it with baking soda, you're back to number 25. 2 things canceling out into fizzy water while the clog sits there laughing. A nonna kept a drain clear by never letting fat go down it in the first place. She poured cooking grease into an old jar to cool and set, then binned it, and cleared a slow drain with a full kettle of boiling water, followed by hot water and a squirt of dish soap to shift the fat, not acid. Vinegar is the wrong tool for grease, full stop, and the fizzing trick just wastes both bottles, and the next mistake can actually hurt you. Number 2, splashing it, undiluted, straight onto your skin. There's a lot of old talk about neat vinegar on skin, and here's the honest version. These are old kitchen traditions, not medical advice, and undiluted vinegar is acidic enough to irritate or even burn sensitive or broken skin. A nonna respected it as an acid, not a lotion. She kept it well away from cuts, eyes, and children, and never poured it neat onto anyone's skin. If you ever use it on yourself at all, it's always heavily watered down. And if in any doubt, you ask a real professional, not a video. If it can etch solid stone, it deserves a little caution around your own skin. And now, number 1, the mistake that isn't just costly, it's genuinely dangerous. Number 1, mixing vinegar with bleach. This is the one that can send you to the hospital, and people do it by accident all the time. A splash of vinegar to boost a bleach cleaner, or the 2 poured into the same sink minutes apart. When vinegar's acid meets bleach, it releases chlorine gas, the same family of gas once used as a weapon. Even a small amount in a closed bathroom burns your eyes, your throat, and your lungs, and in a poorly aired room it can put you down. A nonna's rule, and it must be yours. Bleach stands alone. Never vinegar, never ammonia, never anything but water near it. If you take one single thing from this whole video, take this. Clean with one product at a time, rinse between them, and open a window. That habit is free, and one day it protects someone you love. So there they are, 25 ways a bottle of vinegar quietly does damage instead of good. The thread through all of them is simple. Vinegar is an acid, a brilliant one in the right place and a wrecker in the wrong one. Learn the line between the two, and it becomes one of the most useful things under your sink. And that's the part worth remembering. For every mistake here, there are dozens of jobs vinegar does better than anything money can buy. I put 43 of them in the video on your screen now. Go and watch that one next, and use your vinegar the way a nonna actually would. Subscribe, and let's keep bringing back the old ways, the right way.